Hello and welcome back to Beards and Gear. I'm Joseph from Kilt Beard Co. Hope you've had a wonderful week and that we're going to have an even better weekend. So like always, I'm going to kick it off with some Michter's American Whiskey Unblended. Michter's is probably my favorite breakout brand for myself in 2024. Now the whiskey is pretty good. I do recommend the sour mash, like out of all of them. They have a bourbon, whiskey, sour mash, and a rye. I highly recommend the sour mash out of all of them, but they're all good. So, cheers to the weekend. Good stuff. Yeah, so curious what you're drinking this weekend. Throw it down in the comments. How you're kicking it off, how you relaxing and reflecting on the weekend, or just trying to forget about the week and trying to forge forth on the weekend. I'd love to hear it thrown in the comments. And yeah, so that's some Michter's whiskey from Kentucky here. So if you're not a subscriber to Kilt Beard Co.'s Living Kilt Bearded newsletter, I highly recommend that you subscribe to the newsletter. It gives you some pointers about beards and what Kilt Beard Co. is doing, some product information. Also, it gives you the best deals and promotions on our products that you'll find anywhere. You won't even find them on the internet as far as ads and everything like that go. So check that out. The link will be down in the description. But in there, it describes that this week's been a crazy week. So in Utah, we've had at least 5 springs and winters in the matter of like 3 days. So I usually try to tape this on a Monday or a Tuesday to give me some time to edit and or redo or see if I screw up or something like that. And Mother Nature is not cooperating. Just as right now, there is some snow coming down right now. We have had as much as 4 inches of snow where we live. So anyways, all that aside, we're going to do this in the cave here, and I hope you're all good. I try to do more outdoors because, you're outdoors. But that being said, you got to work with what you got and do what you can control with. So anyways, starting off beards. So beards, the beard portion of today, I want to talk about a facial hair growth based on genetics. So I have many people come up to me and ask, hey, will your products make my beard grow? Or, do you have one of those little roly things you go on your face to make my beard grow? And no, we don't. Now, the reason why, and I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but research and everything has shown that the beard growth has already been decided by the time you were born. That's right. So we have thousands of beard hairs like in our beard, but I mean, in the end, the number of hair follicles is determined by birth or at birth by your genetics. And there are some ethnicities that, like men from the Far East that only have facial hair around this area right here, right? And, it is what it is. You gotta work with what you got. If you can't grow facial hair, well, you work with what you don't have. So, the moral of the story is, when you look at beard products for your beard, try to get beard products that are gonna have all the good, like, nutrients and moisturizing properties and the fats that, like the sebum that is sebum friendly, so that your beard and your facial hair will stay moisturized and they can grow to its potential. And it's very important to stay moisturized, as we've always said on the show and many other past videos, but I can't stress it enough. Hydrating and having good products to moisturize your skin and to clean your skin and to wash your beard and to understand the growing phases of your beard. So in case you don't know, our beards go through 3 phases. The first phase is the growing phase, so that makes sense, right? The next one is the resting phase. So it's kind of like not growing, but it's there, and you're starting to wonder why my beard hair or fur mane is not growing. It's normal. How far along these cycles are, it's really dependent on the person. As a rule of thumb, 5.5 inches of beard hair is what you got to work with per year on average. It goes up to about 0.27 millimeters a every 24 hours is what you grow. And that grows on average to 5.5 inches in a year. So that's what you got to work with. And then you have kind of like the fallout phase. So when you're combing and you get more beard hair than usual that is coming out, that's normal. It's kind of like a leaf that's shedding its leaves to grow more leaves, more healthier leaves. Same thing. Now, I guess you call it the push on this here is when you hit these phases, having good hygiene beard routines will help you get through these cycles a lot better. And what I mean by that, when you drink water on a regular basis, so you hydrate, you have good products, hopefully Kilt Beard Co's. You create the environment for when your beard goes through these phases that it will grow to its potential. So we can't beat genetics, but we sure can make sure that what we have is maximized. So to top it off with beards this week, you can't beat genetics. There are like human growth hormone stuff you can do and everything like that. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to go into like that realm of stuff, but on face value, once you're born, your genetics have already decided what you're going to get. So I hope that puts a few minds at ease that don't know that or have been questioning that. And also, you know, a kind of a rule of thumb when you're going through your beard phase is the the growing phase and the resting phase, and then I guess you call it the fallout phase, that these are all normal and that they're going to happen, but make sure you're just using a good product. So if you have any questions or comments, if I've missed anything, I'd love to hear it down in the comments. If you have a moment, I appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. Helps a lot. A small channel. We're continuing to want to grow it, and we can't do it without your help. So we appreciate your time and your little click right there. So the gear part. So there are so many bottles, carrying cases, plastic bottles, metal bottles, aluminum bottles, steel bottles, canteens, camelbacks, and the list goes on. And today we're going to talk about one of my favorite carry-ons when I'm really want to have a multi-purpose product with me when I'm camping or hiking. And that is the old trusty canteen. Not any canteen, a steel canteen. Very important, and I'll explain in a little bit. So a steel canteen is super important. It has many of values besides just having your fluids here. So let's go through a few of these right now. So obviously it connects on to your belt, or you have a belt system, or it can connect on to your rucksack, your carrying belt, a sling like this. There's so many things you can do with it. As far as where you want to place it, it's up to you. So we crack this open, so very easy access. Sorry, that was loud. Oh, by the way, I have bad allergies, and I apologize if I do a few coughs and sniffles and everything like that. Like I said, it's just one of those weeks, but we're going to get through it. So a nice screw down, important. There are some drinking systems that are kind of like a Camelback that you can actually have the hose come up and you can drink from it like that. There are those options, but just going old school, hardcore. This is all you need. This is a quart, so this is what I would recommend for at least the minimum size. So you have the canteen and the cup, and you can do many things with this. So first of all, you can cook your food in here. You can boil water in here. So I know there's a lot of different products out there that can filter water out in the bush out there. To a certain extent, they do work. Like I would say that would be my last, like if I can't make a fire, or I need to get some kind of fluid, it's like literally life and death. That would be my last resort right there. Because we got our canteen and we have our cup. So simply, your handle right here locks in like so. So you got a cup. But what if you had to boil some water or some food? And of course, we're not going to hold this over a fire most likely because we're going to be burning our hands, right? And this is steel, so it's going to get hot. So we got a stick. And I haven't even pre-done this yet, so hopefully this will work. Like I said, I'm working with what I got, so I'm not out anywhere breaking branches to find the right branch right now. However, creating a handle system like so, and D-rings, show you what I got here. I usually will have about 3 or 4 different types of D-rings on me, either attached to me, just somewhere on my outfit. I just think different D-rings for both its weight capacity, its use, you need different sizes, and this would be one of them. So put the D-ring on our Canteen cup here. I'm trying to get this lock in, so give me a moment. There we go. I recommend two of these. So we're going to lock it in twice. Something like this. All right. So we got that in there. So we're going to try to get a solid thick branch right here. Probably going to sprinkle my whiskey with bark. But it is what it is, right? There we go. Now we're going to get it somewhere. All right, I think we got some in this here. We'll dump a little bark. So you pour your water in here, like so, or your food, or whatever you're trying to cook up, stew if you want to, and now you have yourself a handle for your cup. And the difference is, when you cook it in a steel cup, if you want to, it's not going to collapse. It may get charred and everything, which is fine. It's steel. It's going to be completely fine. Aluminum, after a certain amount of heat, it's going to start to melt, discolor, and it's also going to start to just basically come apart. So highly recommend this. This is a great investment in your pack. If you do not use this in your pack, you are really selling yourself short on when you're going out there. This helps a lot. And I'm curious, have you ever tried this before? Many people have not, so I thought I would share this. So highly recommend using the Canteen system. And once your water is nice and boiled, everything's dead in there. It probably won't taste the best, but all the bacteria is going to be dead inside this here. And then you just, on your stick, make sure that this thing's not hot. You're not holding this when it's hot. You're going to pour it into your Canteen, and you're good to go. So that is the best way to ensure that you won't get sick when you are backpacking or in the bush deep out there and you're looking for water. Boil it. Boil it in a steel Canteen, and you can't go wrong. Put it back in so like so. Take our D-rings off, and then recollapse this back again. Our little nifty handle here. Back so like that. Put it back in. And that's the Canteen. And a really cool way to manipulate it and use it for more than just drinking water or packing water with you. It also can be a lifesaver in the end. Also, it's a great way to cook your food. If you're going to cook your food, if you're going to go hunting or trapping, making a stew, like I said, just boiling water so that you can stay hydrated because you ran out of water. All of these things are important to know. And once again, I believe it's important that when we bring things with us, packing or camping or hiking, bivouacking, whatever you want to call it, that we bring things that are going to be multi-purpose. And this is definitely multi-purpose. This could be life-saving. And at the same time, it's just going to keep your drink cool. So if you have any questions or comments, please throw them down in the description down there. I'd love to hear them. If you have any other pointers and you've done this before, did I miss something? Is there something else you would recommend? Please share. I'd love to learn from you. And like always, have a great weekend. Get out there, enjoy the outdoors, and cheers.